We started very poor, and then you're following facts. And there was, I think, a big difference to Chelsea, where we started very good the game, and we were very aggressive and very focused. Today we were not, and we got a one shot by penalty, no penalty, and then straight after we conceded a goal, and that should never happen.
When you look at that first goal that we conceded, what went wrong defensively for Bournemouth to be able to gain control so early on?
It was so fault in the build-up, and we knew that. We knew they were aggressive in the pressing, and you shouldn't give away so easily the ball. And then also in the defending, in the transition, we give them too much space. Good goal their side, but our side, you can't be starting like this. You have to get better position, and all has to do with focusing.
It's obviously a great result for us, great performance, and you have to enjoy it, no? Because doesn't happen a lot of times that you come to a stadium like this and you have this result and the players play so well.
There was so much to admire about your team today, but what was the key for you in getting the win?
I think we knew we were going to suffer to stop their front three because they are right now in a good moment. But we also knew that we would have chances every time we recover the ball because we normally are good in transitions. We could have spaces to exploit. And I think everyone has performed really well, has won his duels, and I think we really deserve the win.
No, everything went wrong. Obviously, we didn't perform as we should done, and like we did it in the last game. I think we lacked many things, and that's why we don't get the result today.
You mentioned the last game, the commitment and intensity of United stood out against Chelsea. Why do you think you were unable to replicate that?
No, I don't know. It's just everything was lower than like the levels was lower than the game before, and that's why when you play teams like Bournemouth, they are really aggressive. Sometimes you arrive with 1-2 players in the box. In the last game we had more resilience to run and get into the box to score the goal. Today was, as I said, underperforming.
This season has felt so much like you've had really good days and really bad days, and it's gone up and down throughout the campaign. As captain, why do you think the team is unable to keep the levels that you need to have week in, week out?
No, we're just lacking of consistency, and it's a big part of football. It's really important to be consistent every game, and we are not being.
In the first half already, I think we had a good tempo. We had also good attacks. I think we are in control of the game. We came to the box, but we didn't create so much in the box, so the brilliance in the box wasn't there. Maybe the movements as well. Second half, as you say, we continued, but I think the breakdown was, of course, the second goal.
What do you say to your players after a performance, a result like this?
I refer to that game from Chelsea. You have to be in every game your best, and that demands a lot of energy and starting with the right focus. And when you start like we did, and then you're following facts, and you can't do in the Premier League, you get killed by opponents. It was a good opponent. They play very lively, very dynamic. So all the accreditation to them. But I think we have to do things better.
You said that you want to see the best performances consistently from this Manchester United team. What needs to change immediately for that to start happening?
You have to do it. You have to deliver every third day. And that demands a mentality. So we have to bring it consistently. And so we have to change that.
A wonderful historical day for Bournemouth, but for United that's the 5th time this season in all competitions that they've conceded 3 goals in a game at Old Trafford. Ten Hag said that they started badly. He has a point, but Bournemouth started well and they finished well.
They did, yeah. He said that they didn't start with the right focus, and I think the lack of respect maybe for Bournemouth and what Bournemouth are doing right now, defensively, midfield, and up front. You know, there was only one team with a plan today, and it was Bournemouth. You could see right from the off what they wanted to do here. This isn't no ploy. This is just right. Get the ball out of play, down the other end, and let's keep them in there, because this is what the plan was today, to put them under pressure. Are Man United going to be able to play out We know that they're not going to be able to play out because they don't really have control of the midfield. And what we see now is Bournemouth just chasing them down. And again, this was really lucky, nearly could have given away a penalty. This is the goal. You can see them all in there, keep them under pressure. Once this ball comes out, it's an easy one for Cook, who was magnificent today alongside Christie. There's the three midfielders all just blasted past them. And have you got a striker who can take that chance if you do get the opportunity to break on them and score? And yes, they can. Again, you see it here, poor from Scott McTominay. One ball straight into the defence, and this could have been easily 2-0. Bang, hits the post, unlucky. Again, seen him here, easily taken off of him. And then from here, one ball straight into Man United. You know, and again, a better ball from Solanke here, Semenyo might have got a chance on goal. We've known for many years Man United's defence and midfield is something that they've not really strengthened and done anything with, because it's so easy to get through them. And the blocking, again there from Senesi here, from Kirkes, you know, defensively, they were fantastic. I didn't mention the midfield. I already mentioned the midfield with Christie and Cook. They were brilliant. Again, you see them here, once it comes out, look at the bodies in there to block. The only problem was, were they going to be able to keep it up? And yes, they could. They could keep it up. Another giveaway from Luke Shaw. Look how Dominic Solanke off the halfway line. He's straight into the back four, back two. And then once this comes across, Reguilon is nowhere near Billing, and that's an easy goal in the end. You know, so easy. And this is what, the 92nd minute. You know, they're still going at them. They're 3-0 up at this point. And like, look at Bournemouth, bang, in. And but for a ridiculous law, you know, I don't even know where he's touched his hands somewhere. You know, he doesn't get a goal, which they richly deserve. That was as good an away performance you will see this season.
I think the big thing with it as well, Gary, is you could see with Iraola that he had a plan. You know, I think if you look at, you know, Iraola's start to the season with Bournemouth, it was a tough one. You know, they suffered. They didn't get the results that they wanted. And it's took its time, but he has slowly implemented his style onto Bournemouth, and it's now all coming to fruition. You know how Bournemouth are going to play now, and he's set them up to do that today. On the opposite side, with Ten Hag, you haven't got a clue still. The future, what it looks like, or whatever's in Ten Hag's mind, I can't see it on the football pitch, and I don't think we're going to see it, if I'm totally honest.
No, I wouldn't disagree. There was a moment in the game that kind of summed up why things have gone awry at Manchester United.
Well, it was for me, when I saw it, it was Dalot. And at 1-0, you know, and we're talking about Højlund's come on now, and, you know, he wants his chance. This is good play from him. You know, he gets it in. He's got to square this. He's got to square it to him. I think the total lack of respect for him. He doesn't even look. He's had a shot from the most ridiculous angle. He's upset with himself, but like he doesn't even look for Højlund. Has a ridiculous shot. And Bournemouth scored a minute later. You know, Højlund, he's got to be pulling him up in the dressing room about that. He's got to say, come on.
They're not doing much in front of goal at present either.
Well, you can see the worst shot conversion.
Yeah. It's struggling, but, well...
Eric, it really looked like you turned a corner against Chelsea. So was it one step forward and two back today?
I think to the start. When you start like this, you're following facts. And we were not in the right focus. And me as a manager, I'm always take the responsibility for that, so that I put them in this way on the pitch. But this is not good enough. That they start like this. We gave easy a goal away. We got a one shot by almost a penalty. But you have to be in better concentration levels. That we know from the start what to do. And so I have to prepare them better.
Even at 1-0, you had a lot more possession, a lot more ball than Bournemouth. Did you think you were going to get back into it?
I think that on that point, also in half-time, I had free confidence that we will return in the game, because we had good spells. And I think we played quite well through. And we came in their box. But then the brilliance or the movements in the box were not good enough.
Do you question players' character on days like this? Because after the second goal went in, it just felt like they folded a little bit.
I think after the second goal there was a breakdown, that the belief went down. Also, that can't happen. But most important for me is the way how we started the game, and that is very disappointing. If you see the difference to Wednesday, where we were very aggressive and very focused from the start, that should be the standard for every game.
At full time, there were boos today. On a personal level, does that hurt?
always heard that in this performance you want to give your fans wins, and I think that is the demand on me as a manager, us as players, as a team, to give better performances and give better results, and to do it on a consistent base. And where you started, that is one step up, and then we go one step down.
Next two games, Bayern in the Champions League and then Liverpool at Anfield. In a sense, are they two good games because it's a real chance to turn the season around again?
Every game is an opportunity, and we know what to do against Bayern. But first, we have to put it in the right place, because we need more consistent performance, and that is need more and better focusing.
One other frustration from today, Bruno got the yellow card. I presume that means he'll miss Anfield next weekend as well, which won't make that any easier.
No, I know, but we have a squad, and also it shouldn't happen, but it happened, and we have to deal with it, and the squad have to deal with it, and I'm sure next week there will be a good team on the pitch.
Anthony, many congratulations. First of all, how proud are you of the way the team performed tonight? Not only